Hi everyone, today's review is going to be on this mini heat press machine as well as the HTV from this company called HTV Ront. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. They did not pay me for this, but they did send me these items for free for my honest review. So that's what I'll be doing today. As you've seen in many of my previous videos, I've worked with Cricut HTV for a long time, as well as Sizer and Oracle and many other brands. So it'll be nice to see how this one works. In particular, I requested to try out their metallic because that can be a little bit harder to find. And they're letting me use this little mini press. So right away when you open the box, at the very top is the user manual. It also comes with this nice little canvas tote. Really cute. If you don't have anything in particular at the moment, you can use this bag to practice your first project on as well. So I will keep that as the storage bag, and I chose this one in mint. Now it comes in many colors, so I'll make sure to show that as well. Comes with a very nice long cord. The bottom is flat. As you can see, it is different than an iron. There's no steam function or steam holes. It is just an even heat with an ergonomic handle. And this size makes it very easy to get into small areas like tennis shoes and toys. It has a plastic base that has some ventilation on the bottom so it doesn't overheat, as well as on the inside it rests on silicone. So in the box is the mini heat press, the insulated base, the storage bag, as well as the instructions which explain what all the heat settings are on this particular mini press. All right, so let me show you what came in my little sample kit. This is the metallic heat transfer vinyl. It came with this like a subtle rainbow effect, 2 of those, 2 true holographic sheets, a rainbow sheet, turquoise or teal. This one's kind of a coppery gold, true silver. This is a purpley blue and a true gold. And then it also comes with this sheet, which is really handy because this is what you use on top of it. I'll show you how to use this shortly. But this is very beneficial. I always use one of these. I never put my tool or iron straight onto the transfer tape or my HTV. I always use one of these type of sheets in between. So I'm not quite sure what the material is that this cover is made out of, but it feels kind of like a linen cotton mix, but I know it's been glued to this board. So I will link the brand of this. I got it on Amazon. I'll link it below to which one I got. Now at the same time, I am also heating this up. So you'll see I have the base connected to it and I've pushed the button and now it's heating up. So you can set the settings on 1, 2, or 3. It'll flash red until it's ready. I believe it turns green, but we'll see together after it heats up. So I've decided I'm going to make my sun out of the 4-inch gold, and then I'm going to do this horizontal to be the tree branch with the butterfly and the flowers on it. So we'll get this prepped for the mat. This little mini tool heated up really quickly. It's already at 3 bars, so that is pretty impressive. So it's just sitting on my desk on the holder, and it'll be ready as soon as I finish cutting. All right, so to match those measurements that were on the screen, I cut this one to a 4x4 square. I cut this one a little longer, a little taller to 4.25, just because my image is exactly at 4 inches on my mat, and then this is 8 inches. So I'm just using the standard Cricut mat, and remembering that my images are mirrored, I have to put this face down, and this is going to start, this is my long piece, so it is on, my long piece is going to be on this side of the mat over here. And then this is going to just bump up against it. My sun is I think about a 3-inch diameter, maybe 3.25 at the most. So this is going to fit that well. All right, so let's load it into the machine. So sometimes when you pull these out initially, they don't look like they've cut anything at all. But when you start peeling away the excess, you'll start seeing the design. So it's very important that you're familiar with your design so that you know exactly what you're looking for as you're lifting up. As you can see, it barely looks like there was any cut on here, but as I'm lifting it, you can see it was cut just fine. You'll see I try to move at a 45-degree angle as I get started into my design. Like this one's a circle, so I just continue with that 45-degree angle all the way around. This HTV is great quality because I know it looks like I was picking at it a bit, but that was not because of the HTV. Number one, my design here is far more intricate than what you're usually going to be doing on any projects like bags, t-shirts. They're usually going to have a much larger design and a much larger surface area. The other thing is, I know I just put my blade through Misery. It is probably dull because it has cut through probably 100 sheets of cardstock here recently, and I did not change my blade before I did this project. So to their credit, this is great HTV. It held up, it cut, it did everything just as expected. So now let's move on to our cover here. So with HTV, there's going to be this clear transfer tape right on top of it. So it's really nice because I can kind of stick it around very gently and gingerly, I guess you could say, to see maybe where I want my project to be in the end. So you'll just take that clear and pull it straight up off your mat. And because we did it in a mirrored image, you're gonna see the pretty side right there. So I don't want to stick this down yet because my sun is there. I'm just trying to get placement of where I want my sun in the end. So I think I want my design to be a little bit more this way towards the edge of the project itself. So I am going to move my sun over here like so. I think that's where I want my sun to end up being. All right, so we will let that be there. Gently move that. And let's go ahead and put our sun like that. And this is where we start pressing things down. Now this is a book, so we'll see how this works. Since it's a book and a little bit different of a material, I am going to take this and do 1, 2, 3. With holographic and glitter, I tend to do it on the hottest setting, heat setting that I can get it at. This comes with the HTV. It's nice because you can see your design through it a little bit, at least in the lighting I'm in. And now we'll wait for our little iron to turn green, which for me, not too long ago, it turned green in just like a minute. So let's see. You'll see here one thing I didn't pay attention to. There was one more petal right here. So I'm gonna go through my scraps and see if I can find that petal. There's my petal right there. So the nice thing is, if you leave something behind, that's okay. We can pick it out and we can add it to our design. So you don't have to throw everything away. I'll show you how to do that here in 1 second. All right, but let's finish our sun first. Let's get that in place. It's already stuck down. So what you don't want to do is rub and rub and rub. Heat press literally means go in place and press. So I'm placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I move to another spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I did 4 different directions. I did left, right, up, and down. And you'll be able to see it getting into the fibers. So let me move this a little closer. See how it has this like look to it? That means it is getting melted into the fibers. But you'll notice these little pieces here don't have quite as many little markings in them. So I probably need to heat press this one and these little areas just a little bit more. So those aren't scratch marks. Those are the vinyl, because it is plastic, just melting into your fibers. Okay. So I just did it for a few more seconds. Let's see how that's looking. It's looking better. All right. So you can choose to do this hot or cold. You can, depending on your fabric, decide if you want to peel this off when everything is still warm, or if you want to do it when it's absolutely cold and cooled. But I'm the impatient type, so I pulled it off already. It looks amazing. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I do believe it's going to stay. I mean, when you feel that, you can tell it's not going anywhere, especially since this is a book. As a book, the book is not going anywhere. Wow, that's gorgeous. Wow. It actually set into this fabric very well. I was a little afraid that the fabric might start coming undone from the book itself with all the heat, but with this particular amount of heat, it's doing just fine. All right, so our next part is the rest of the design. So same thing with this. I'm going to guesstimate about where I want my placement, like so. And we'll come back, and when we're done, actually we don't have to do it when we're done. Now that I have this in place, let's try to get my last piece stuck in here. So this is sticky. So all I have to do is go back into my sheet here. Okay. So that piece is right here. So all I'm going to do is pop it out. Just like so. So I can see the very faint outline of where this piece goes. So I am going to put it right there. I try not to touch it with my fingers too much, but there it goes. All right, so now we're back in place. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. And here we go. So I'm really excited about this because this is a sketchbook. And what this means is if these layers work, I'm going to be adding a year to it of when I started this sketchbook. But I haven't decided if I want to do months and then year, but at least I know I can add those to it later. All right, so we have that in place. Put this in place and just work our way down the design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See how we did. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. I love it. So if you're wanting a really neat way that is nice and permanent in order to decorate your sketchbooks that you're finding on Amazon, this HTV Ront is a great option for that. Their mini press is amazing. I love this little guy. He is so convenient and easy to use. It's just really a no-brainer. Super easy to use. So how could you go a step further with this? Say you have a friend who loves to watercolor or paint, or even a child, and you want to give them a customized sketchbook. You can buy one like this off of Amazon, and then you can add this HTV. You can put their name on it. My name is Colleen. I could put Colleen's sketchbook. Since this is my own personal item, what I plan to do is at some point when I've decided, we'll see how fast I get through this book. I might put 2022 to 2023 here, or I put like the months that I was in this book and the year down here. And that's the nice thing with HTV. I can always go back and add more details to this as I like, as I go. Or I can paint, I can do whatever. I can mix the HTV with other media as well and really make it mixed media. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out HTV Ront. I'm going to list them below. Amazing products, amazing mini heat press, amazing vinyl, works great. If you like this particular design, I'm making it available on my coffee page for less than the price of a coffee. It can be uploaded into Cricut Design Space or to be used with the Silhouette Cameo. The actual HTV, I'll put the link below. It can be found either on Amazon or directly on HTV Ront's website. These are the actual colors that come in that package. It is 11 sheets. The 12th sheet is the Teflon. That Teflon sheet is included to protect your project. These are the 4 colors that the mini heat press machine is available in. Again, these prices could vary. This is just the price at the filming of this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a very convenient little press, easy to store, very compact in a small craft room. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.